have just been tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Yes. This is your boy Firahs right now at the Street Sessions. I've got two very special guests in the building, man. And you know what's funny, actually? One of the guests actually has the same name as one of our DJs. We've got DJ Melly from WOW FM, but today we have MellowHoney in the building. We've got Dan Amare in the building. A returnee guest. I guess we've got to start with Mellow, just because, you know, everybody listening in from the show is going to be like, oh, there's another Mellow in the building. Yeah. And furthermore, she's better looking than our Mellow. No offense, Mellow.
That's rude.
But, you know, how are you today? How are you feeling?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm feeling much better. I was a bit feeling sick. Yeah. But now fully healed, so I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting us as well.
Thank you for giving us a single and a hit to talk about, man. That's how it goes. Obviously, Dan Amare, returnee today. How are you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling amazing.
Yeah. Last time we linked up was your Halloween event.
Yeah.
Literally last year. Basically like this time last year.
Time flies.
Yeah, 11 months ago, basically, because our month is Halloween. So 11 months ago. How's your journey been since then?
It's been life-changing.
Yeah?
That's the short answer.
In what sense would you say that? You got to elaborate on that one.
It's just been life-changing. No, I'm joking. So many ways. I mean, we're going to talk obviously more about this song, but this song, you know, and the message of what it's about, it kind of reflects the whole journey. But you know, we'll get into it.
We'll get there. And, let's talk. I want to talk a bit to MellowHoney, because obviously I spoke to you before. So let's deep dive a little bit into Mellow. Why the name MellowHoney? Where did that kind of come about?
Okay, nice. So my real name is Melissa.
Okay.
And my friends used to call me Mel, Melly, Mellow sometimes. And I thought, let me think about what I can do. Yeah. And then also first my artist name was actually Mellow, just Mellow. Yeah. Because I'm also just relaxed and just, you know, vibes and good vibes. Yeah. So I thought, that's kind of me. But then, Melissa means honeybee. It's a Greek name for honeybee. Yeah. And then you have like miel, which is honey in French. So it all kind of makes sense like that. It all kind of came through this way.
Is it correct for me to say that you are French as well then? I'm
from Belgium, so I speak French and Dutch.
Oh, dope.
So that's where you hear the accent from. If you don't understand me, let me know.
No. Your English is very good. It's very good.
Thank you.
And what made you want to get into music?
I always loved music since I'm a child, but I never really had the courage to really do anything with it. So I always thought, because I'm from Belgium, from a very small city, it was always like, you know, for people in America, for here, like, you know, so I never thought that can happen to me. And then I kept on, you know, singing at home, sometimes with just like family members where I felt comfortable. And then one day I had to do international internship for my bachelor degree in Cape Verde in Africa. So I was like out of my comfort zone with totally different people, a lot of musicians there, and I just like felt comfortable enough to actually say that I want to do music. And then everything kind of happened naturally. I did my first gig there. Everything kind of happened there, and then when I came back to Belgium, I kind of started everything.
And then obviously we've got to talk about this link up. So from your standpoint, how did you link up with Dan Marie? How did that kind of come about?
Yeah, also randomly. So we were at Michelle's birthday party, another artist as well. And literally, we were just vibing. I was just vibing, and then we just met literally on the dance floor. You know, when you're on the dance floor and you feel people with the same energy. So that literally happened. We were just vibing, and then just talking. He told me that he was an artist as well. And then we were like, okay, let's just meet one day and just have a jam session, you know? Because I was always open for that, especially that time I just came to London not too long ago.
Oh, so you're new to London as well?
So now it's been 3 years.
3 years,
over 3 years, that I live here. But before, it was just like a few months when I met him, I think.
So you basically been buddies since you came here.
Yeah.
So this is your guy.
from the start. Yeah. And then we met literally at his place, and we were just like jamming, and then we were like, okay, why not make a song? What should we talk about? And then the conversations just happened like that, and then it took a while to release this song, but we made it.
We made it in the end. Dan. Could I call you Dan, or do you want a full name all the time? Like, how is it for you?
You can call me Dan.
Yeah, it's allowed. I feel like we're boys now, right?
Yeah. You came to my party.
Obviously, when I do any announcement, I'm going to say his full name, guys. Don't worry. But just in case you don't get confused.
Dan Amare.
Yeah, Dan Amare. Yeah, but obviously, since I've last seen you, I've seen you do quite a few gigs, quite a few like corporate gigs as well. Doing a lot of covers and stuff like that. And I've been seeing the energy. And one thing I love about you is your energy, specifically on stage.
Thank you.
Whether it's your music, whether it's covers, your stage presence is there to be seen. Your talent is there to be seen.
It wasn't always like that. It's been a journey.
I guess for everyone it takes time to get to that.
To get to your inner Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I like that. Michael Jackson. Do people call you? People say you know.
A lot of people say that. Yeah, a lot of people. They're like, you remind me of Michael Jackson.
Back in the day when he had the afro and that.
Yeah, I guess. I was thinking maybe it's the skin tone and the hair. The new Michael. I don't know. Yeah,
that's true. But he gives me time like, oh, baby, give me one more chance. I'm expected to hear that soon, isn't it? So
maybe. Why not? But
yeah, like, how's those kind of performances been for you over the past couple of months? Because I've seen you do quite a few of those.
Yeah.
And then obviously, when it comes to those type of bookings, do you mainly just covers, or do you perform your music as well, or how does that kind of work?
It really depends on the gig. So yeah, it depends on. Sometimes it's like it's a wedding, and they might want a very particular kind of thing. And me, I love music, so I love performing. So I kind of don't. I love to, of course, do my stuff, but I just love to perform. Just give me a mic, give me a song. If I vibe to it, then yeah. Don't give me a song I don't like. No, I mean I have done songs I don't like.
So do they actually request music sometimes as well?
I mean, a lot of the time they might give us like a style. They might be like, we want something like New Jack Swing, and then I'll kind of go, cool, this is what I want to do. No one's ever kind of told me you have to do these songs. Yeah. But I like to collaborate with the people that hire us. Yeah. we're just getting the Instagram live to look on point. But yeah, for me, like I said, the people that I look up to, like mainly old school people, but these people performed. These people had feeling, and okay, cool. It's great to have all the backup dancers and all that, but they didn't need that. They were the attention. They were running up and down the stage by themselves. So that's what I love to do.
I respect that. And in terms of working on your own music as well. Obviously, we are going to talk about this single as well.
Yes.
Have you been working on a lot of music? Is there like a project coming along that we should be looking out for?
Well, so there's archives of music.
Okay.
So obviously, last time I was here, we talked about The Chase. That came out last year.
Your brother that you came with?
Yeah. My brother was here. Yeah. And that song was done in 2017. Dive In was done in 2020. Now it's out. So there is archives.
You keep dropping songs every 2 years. I seem to understand the motto now.
Literally.
I know.
So wait 2 years. Just hold it. Just listen to. Just listen to Dive In for 2 years. But you know what? No, you know what? People that know about independent artists and stuff, they'll know that it's a journey. It can be hard. So I think, but now it's like I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? I just want to have it out there. I just want people to be able to access it. That's the most important thing for me. I don't know if you know Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
He's very he's very what's the word? Controversial. Yeah. But he was. They were trying to cancel.
Andrew Tate. So.
Well, the thing is,
Andrew Tate's a bit different.
He's nothing like. Listen. Yeah, anyway, you got to be careful what you say. But
Andrew Tate's a different conversation. But yeah.
Well, the thing is, Jordan Peterson, they were trying to cancel him, but because he had all his content out there, that's what made him have the career he has now. He would have been hot and then gone if he didn't have all that content. So I'm like, you know what, just put the music out there. Maybe it'll be a scandal in a couple years that pops up about me, but at least my music's there, and then maybe people will come for the scandal, stay for the music. So that's kind of the motto. I think we are this filter. almost like some sort of Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Technology is a lot harder than it looks.
I'm out here doing Hey, listen, guys. We're just working hard to get the Instagram live. Shout out to everybody on the live.
Oh my god, it worked.
But yeah, talking of, dive in. When it comes to you guys doing music, one of you guys can ask first. So I'm going to do a question based around diving. So when it comes to diving into doing music, how much confidence and courage do you feel you have to carry before deciding that this is what I want to do?
I feel like so much. I mean, I feel like, first of all, that's what this song is about.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
We had a conversation about we just want to go for this music thing and take it seriously, and it takes so much commitment. It takes so much. I don't want to call it sacrifice, because when you want it, it doesn't feel like a sacrifice.
100%,
but
100%.
yeah, it takes a lot of you have to believe in yourself, because you won't join the opportunities that you want if you don't, because you won't put yourself out there if you don't believe in yourself.
100%. And Mello, do you have a different answer to that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to do it and just literally dive into it, because you will never be 100% satisfied. There is always progress can always be made. So sometimes it's just doing it, and even when you make mistakes, like, you shouldn't be too hard on yourself on that term, because it's all a learning process, and even the fact that sometimes you're failing, it's all part of it. Because I was like that before, in terms of like, oh no, I'm not gonna release anything now because I'm not 100% sure about this song, or I don't 100% feel this song. But the people also needs to find your progress, see your progress, and see how you evolve and just do everything. So that's why I'm like, yeah, just do it. Like, it's never gonna be perfect anyways.
Yeah. And you know what? I like that, because I remember when we spoke a couple of seconds ago, you mentioned, you was in Belgium, not really fully confident yet within your music, and then you went to Africa, and then you did your first gig when you were out there. What was it that made you go, okay, cool, now is the time to showcase my talent?
Yeah, well, I don't know, I think it was just a certain energy that I felt, and also it was a time where I was about to finish my studies, my bachelor degree, and I was like, I need to really think about what I really want to do. So now I'm gonna be graduated, but do I really want to do that for the rest of my life? Is that really my passion? And I discovered that my passion, I was always putting it down because I didn't believe in myself. While I want to live and do something that I really like and really enjoy doing. So that's why I was like, okay, let me just do it. And I saw other people just doing it for the love, and not even because they wanted to be big or anything like that. It was just because it was literally a passion, and they were open for it. And I was that's the most important thing for me. It's not even to become the biggest star or anything. It's just already starting to do it because it's my passion, and the rest will come naturally as well.
No, I respect that. And obviously going to Dan Amare, or Dan Amare, should I say?
Amare.
I don't know why I keep saying Amare.
Everyone gets it wrong though. I don't. It's okay.
What did you say, Dan?
Amare.
Amare. I said Amare, innit?
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's the English. Only English people say it like that.
It literally is. And I'm not even English. I'm Swedish, so I should have some class. Yeah, I deserve some class, but clearly I don't. I've been here too long now. And I'll speak like an English man.
I wouldn't even guess. So you sold out on your Swedish people.
Bro, when I go back to Sweden, everyone goes to me, your accent is so English now. I speak Swedish in an English accent. Wow. It's not really working for me at the moment. London. Clearly. But yeah, I want to talk about the single Diving. Interestingly, when I heard it, I kind of felt how cool it was to see two vocalists coming together. I think normally it's like one song, a guy might do the hook first, and then somebody does their verse, right? But this was very much like you guys coming together, proper collaboration. Was that something that you lot always planned to do with this single?
No, it kind of just happened. I feel like, do you know what? I feel like for me, if ever I'm making a song with someone, I always feel like I want it to be fair. So we kind of split everything. We're both on the bridge. We both have a verse. We both have our own chorus. Then we have the last chorus is shared. It's 50-50.
Yeah, I thought that's very unique in a song. I think that collaboration kind of shows like how you guys really come together, whether that within that friendship that you guys have as well. It shows in your music that you guys clearly trust each other within the vocals that you're able to bring to the soundtrack.
But what's funny is that we didn't know how we sang before we met. we had never heard each other. So we met for the session, and we never, until we started recording the song, heard each other. So it could have been really different. Yeah, it could have came out super different. It could have been a lot of auto-tune. But we didn't need to.
That's crazy. Oh, so there's no auto-tune at all? Or
I don't use auto-tune. No, because I don't like the sound of it.
I know you can sing anyway. So I think you told me this when we spoke in the old studio that you didn't do.
I don't like it.
That, so.
Why
is that? Is that the reason why you don't like it?
I mean, do you like the sound? Yeah, you know what I mean? Do you hear Shaka Khan with auto-tune? Do you hear Whitney Houston with auto-tune? It just doesn't sound as good.
But I think as a professional vocalist like yourself as well, you lot don't need that. Does that make sense? It's a bit like it's a bit awkward if Adele wanted to turn like an auto-tune. I'd be like, Adele, I mean...
You can like have natural kind of voices, and it doesn't have to be like Travis Scott type of auto-tune.
No, that's different.
I also feel like now the auto-tune is kind of the current sound that is kind of urban, and people kind of relate to that. So I'm not against it at all, and it depends as well on the song. But obviously this song is a bit more like R&B soulful. So then on these type of songs, I wouldn't put too much auto-tune on it personally. But I'm not against auto-tune.
You know, I wanna go into
I am.
He is. He's like, nah, I did that. I want to go into a conversation before we dive fully into the single.
I love these puns.
Puns are just covered all out. I don't know if you guys have seen PDD was having a discussion
about R&B being dead.
I want to know, like, do you guys fully believe R&B is dead? Has it just changed? Is the content that's coming out within R&B not to the same standards that it used to be? Like, where do you think this discussion is coming from when it comes to overall R&B's kind of where is that right now?
Okay, so we both need to answer on this one, but because everyone has different opinions. For me, like, I don't think R&B is dead. I think R&B has changed, but I think so has pop. So has dance music, so has house music. I mean, all of it has changed. It's just that, R&B has never been like pop. It's never been constantly at the forefront. So once it's not commercial, people are like, it's dead. It's not selling as much as dead. And it's like, well, it's not a mainstream genre like that. Really. It just isn't, And it's because it's slower. The melodies have a little bit more going on. There's a little bit more lyrics, whereas pop is very, I feel like, and so we love the P. Diddy hip hop, R&B, like Honey, Mariah Carey. That music was great. For me, I prefer that to what is going on now, but it's a different sound. It's not.
You can answer it as well.
No, I also agree actually with what you say. I think it's just a different time. So then R&B changes as well. I think you still have people who do like proper old school R&B as well, but they're not as popular, but they're still out there. So that's why I don't really like when people make big statements like that, like R&B is dead. It's not dead because people are still doing it and working on it. And then you have the bigger ones who are like more known, and they are still out there as well. So I think it was never as popular as pop music, because pop music is popular music,
100%.
R&B has always been a bit, the underground kind of.
It's never really been the number one genre.
No,
it's been almost like the underdog, and then you just get that one massive hit that comes out. But it has a lot of influence, like it gives a lot of influences towards other genres, so it's definitely an important type of music. But I hear a lot of people say R&B, it's hard to break through when you do R&B because it's not that popular, you don't reach that much people. So I get that as well, but I would never say that it's dead. I think it's interesting because I think R&B, I think, is becoming confused. And I don't mean confused in the sense of the artist. I think in the space they're trying to get in. Because you got R&B drill now. You then essentially got, I'm actually just call it R&B hip hop, where people like the singers are basically just rapping on R&B beats, like Chris Brown, Jacquees. Like they're essentially doing trap on R&B. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which I think is actually cool. You even got elements of R&B and Afrobeats. So I feel like R&B is trying to find its space in this kind of like new wave for the people of this generation, rather than I feel like they should be focusing on the generation that made R&B lit in the first place. Because I think those were the ones that people like P. Diddy think is dead because they're not catering to them anymore.
Yeah.
R&B doesn't cater to the people from, I'll say, between the 90s to maybe 2010.
But the thing is, what R&B did then is the same as what it's doing now. Like R&B then was like you would take a hip hop beat and you would sing on it, like the Mariah Carey stuff. It's just that was the hip hop back then. So Bobby Brown, that was the hip hop back then. But now this is the hip hop now. So trap is what we have. It's just where you don't really hear. I don't know. Trap is the hip hop of today.
It really is.
Yeah. Like you don't hear hip hop like how I like it personally.
Like the OGs like Mary J. Blige and stuff that he still has. So and she's still popular for many years. I think in terms of vocals and stuff, maybe before the R&B artists were like vocally very strong, and now we put less like attention towards that and more towards the vibe and stuff.
Like one more important point is that nowadays it's about weed. It's about so it's very chill. You don't want high, fast, intense stuff when you're high. So I feel like that's different. That's never going to be commercial. Chill music is never going to be. Pop music is energetic.
100%. I definitely do agree. Going into obviously the Diving single as well. Obviously you said it was recorded a while ago. Again, 2020. So what was the vibe back then, and what made you guys decide to drop it now?
So we recorded that in October, actually.
So what was it? Was it lockdown then?
No, it was just before lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was probably one of the times when it was. Yeah, I mean the era of lockdown.
We had hit the rules. We hit the rules. Okay.
I can't lie, I didn't.
We took our distance.
It's not like we met at a party during lockdown.
I've already confessed that I didn't do the rules, so there's no point me going along with this.
I mean, it's too late now anyway.
But literally we went to the studio, and for me it was a really nice moment because I was really feeling a bit. It took me some time to feel comfortable in the studio, and he was kind of pushing me to really go towards those high notes.
I can imagine as well. Because I know he hits them. I know he likes those notes.
Because like at first he didn't think that I would be like able to do those high notes, and then he heard like one high note, and he's like, "Hold on a second, let's go back to that and try this again and hard." And like he was really like helping me to go and reach that point, which was nice. It's fine. Which was nice, and I really liked the fact that we kind of supported each other when we built that, and we literally reached that point. I think one thing I'll definitely say, but before I let you go, is I don't hear a lot of good collaboration music. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially in R&B and soul. I don't. I hear decent moments, but personally for me, and I'm talking mainly like up and coming artists. I get sent R&B maybe like 40 a week.
Okay.
It's only like a handful that I'll actually be like, come listen to it. I heard your single. Like you asked me, I didn't even hear your song yet, but then I had to go do a little snoop because I don't like to be fake. Like you know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy that's gonna lie to you and be like, this song is fire, come through, and then I don't like it. I'd rather just be honest and be like, I don't think I want to play this song anyway. So, do you know what I mean? And what I liked about this is like not only is the vocals beautiful, but I feel like the message in this song I think is beautiful as well. And I think I want to dive into that. I love doing this puns.
We're gonna need to get a new one, but it's good because at least it's stuck in the head.
Yeah, listen, everybody know. Just type in dive in Spotify, Dan Amare MellowHoney. You know the vibes. But talk to me about that message, because I think it's something people need to hear. So explain to us, what is the message they're trying to portray to the audience?
So we really just wanted to talk about fear and what it's like that is, fear is the only thing that's stopping us all from living our best life. You know, so we were like, so it's funny, when we were writing it, we were talking just about music, but then we obviously, you have to tap into kind of everything when you want to get more detail, but like we both were like, okay, what's our personal experience with this? So if you listen to the words in Mel's verse and then you listen to the words in my verse, we're talking about different aspects of fear and diving in. Like, we're not talking about the exact same thing, because my relationship with fear is different to yours. You know, everyone, so for people as well, hopefully they can hear it and they can also think about in what ways they want to dive in and what, and how his fear is disrupting them.
And for you as well, then, how did the music help make you essentially like sell your message to the audience?
Yeah, well, I just started writing about my own experiences, and I think I needed to have a song like that where, you know, we talk about that, because I want to write about stuff that inspired people and have like different topics than just love and heartbreaks, you know, which I love doing as well, but I just wanted to do something else.
Something different this time.
Something different. And that were really things that I was dealing with. I was like going through, and I had to push myself mentally to really just break through and just do it, basically. So that's why just singing about it and having like our own verses that were like kind of helping each other out as well, which made the story real nice, because we started a song together, but we wrote it separately. Then when we sent our verses to each other, we were like, oh yeah, that's nice. Like, it's actually fitting together.
And the thing is as well, like, because I had written my verse and I was like, I'm not sending it to you because I don't want to influence you. I want it to be yours.
And you know, I want to talk about fear, right? I want to talk about, like, you know, just what we go through in life in today's society, right? You know, especially when we're talking about social media era, like specifically, I think, you know, I was going to say more women. I think men, we go through it too. We just don't talk about it.
Exactly.
we just don't mention it. We're trying to be alpha or all of this rubbish for no reason. We're trying too hard. But do you feel like the fear of being perfect has become a problem in today's society?
Yeah, 100%. Especially with like social media. I think we can never say it enough. Social media really gives you the image of perfection, seeking perfection. And that's a problem. That's a problem, because people get insecurities that they wouldn't have before, or they want to have things that they wouldn't even think about having it, but just because they see other people having it, they feel like, oh, that's actually the lifestyle that I'm supposed to live. While those people probably also don't even live that lifestyle for real. So it really became a thing of like, and I see it especially with the younger generation that is really like born in it. Like, they are so insecure and also scared to say something awkward or make a mistake, you know? People don't like to make mistakes, or very scared to do that. And
no, it's true.
Just quickly, like, with Dive In, like, that's what's taken us so long to put it out. Perfection. This is the second video. So the video that we dropped is the second video. We filmed the first video and we didn't like it, you know. And then we I mean, it wasn't it wasn't because we were too much of a perfectionist, but I mean, it wasn't good. But like, let's just say, but trying to get it perfect is what has made us take so long. And obviously now we know, because we're not striving so hard for perfection, we would actually get there so much quicker. I feel like the more you're trying to get perfect is the harder it is to actually get there.
I hear that. And you know, I want to talk from a male perspective when it comes to, you know, being perfect and how we should look. Obviously, I know you model as well, so you know we all seen how good you look. I'm trying to reach that level. Give me a couple of years. But like, do you ever feel pressured? Like, you know, let's say you do the modeling stuff, and then you go out as yourself? Because sometimes I speak to a lot of models and they feel like, they say, yeah, the modeling stuff is cool, but a lot of it is photoshopped at the same time. It's not necessarily my skin tone. You know, they might put a little whatever on your skin to make you look more smooth. Is that something you worry about as a male model, or is it more or less like, I just rock it, I'm the hottest guy in the street, I don't care? Like,
I used to care. And I think now I just know I am perfect as I am. Wherever I am, whoever I am at any given time. So now I don't care. Now I'm just like, you know what? You can see my big spot, whatever you can see. I don't care anymore. I really don't. My hair might not be brushed. I don't care anymore. Just for what? Life is way too short. And if you care, then that means you are insecure, because that's why you're watching other people and you want them to be perfect. I know I want other people to be perfect when I don't feel good enough.
People that criticize other people the most are the most insecure. That's what I felt, because and they will have hard time to actually do something that they really want to do, because they are the one criticizing, so they know like how rude they can be, so they don't want that to happen to themselves.
Of course. No, that makes sense. And going back to this single, what would you want the audiences to take in whilst listening to this single?
Me personally, I want them to take in the message in the first place. For just go for it, for your dreams, don't be scared, and also just to discover us too, and discover us to us artists, our vocals, and just to get to know our vibe a bit more. Now it's something that we've done together, but obviously we have our separate music as well. So that's the most important thing for me.
Oh, before Dan actually answers, talk to us about that, because you said you got your, obviously you are both individual artists at the same time. So tell us a little bit, like, what sort of music should people be expecting if they do end up going for this interview to research you after this? Obviously not where should they go, but what kind of music do you do? What's the message in your music? What's the vibe? Is it very R&B or soul, like, dive in, or maybe you are the R&B drill chick too? Like, what is it that you do?
I'm very open-minded when it comes to music. And I'm still like discovering and growing and everything. But what I do mainly of the songs that are out now are more R&B. But then I have like some trap drill kind of beats as well.
It's a little bit like The Weeknd in terms of the beats, in terms of trap type beats, or like
I have different types of beat, but maybe those trap soul type of beats. That and so all my songs are out now. Most of them are in English, but now I also started making French music. So I released one French song just before Dive In, and I'm gonna release a few more afterwards as well. So I'm just gonna combine, I think, French and English song, because that's who I am. I speak English, I speak French, and
I got a lot of connections in the French scene, especially with the so-called big. I've had a few of them here, so
nice.
We should do some connection where I can connect you with them. They always ask me, any French-speaking music, and I'm like, I know a couple, but like you're good as well. So I'll definitely add you into that list for some time.
Thank you,
appreciate. There's a lot of artists, labels, always looking for new French artists. So it's definitely, if you definitely tapping into that, we can discuss that later. Obviously, off air. Like, I'm not giving everybody the free sauce.
I'm just starting with the French thing as well, and I'm gonna have my first gig in Paris as well in October. So I'm excited for that. But so my music talks about personal experiences, a lot of heartbreak songs, typical R&B, sad.
I mean, that's what I like to hear. With me, I'll be honest, with R&B, I want them to put me in my feelings. I want them to have me think, whether that's about an ex, a current girlfriend, a circumstance that I want to go down in the bedroom. Like, that's R&B. R&B gets you in those different types of emotions. And I think, going back to what P. Diddy said when he said he was dead, I think people think it's not doing that. Because, R&B singers now are flexing. Like Chris Brown, they're flexing. They're not talking about the girl they lost. They're talking about the amount of girls they're smashing on R&B tune. You know what I mean? Or they're talking about the heartbreak they're doing. It's no longer, I missed the girl that broke my heart. It's, I broke your heart, I found the next one, and I smoked weed with my friends. Like, do you know what I mean? I think the content of R&B is what's been spoken about in terms of it being dead. But anyways, for you, Dan Amare, did it again.
take your time, Amare.
Dan Amare. Again, same question to you. Like, what message do you want all these take out from the single?
One, I mean, life is short. And if you're not doing what makes you happy, it's not worth it. So that's why we're like, go for it. But secondly as well, like in the chorus we have the lyrics, don't fight the water even if you can't swim, trust it will hold you, otherwise you'll sink in. It's like swimming is like that, if you fight, if you resist, then you will drown. But 100%. If you trust and you're like, you know what, I will float, I will make it with whatever I'm doing, I will be fine. I know it's scary, I know I don't know what I'm doing, I've never been here before, but you can't know until you get in the water. You know what I mean? You can never know for sure until you experience what it's like to float. So that trust yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I never saw it like that,
Yeah.
Never fight water, that's what I always say.
Yeah, literally.
Go with the water so that you can survive. Otherwise, if you fight for it, you get tired and you...
and you get tired as well. Hey, too much. Because water can be heavy, but it's not heavy, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, it can make your body weight feel heavy. Because when you fight, then it feels like it's weight on your shoulders. But then when you're doing it, you just float. Mm-hmm. It's mad. It's amazing how water can do that, but you just you don't consider water like that. You know what I mean? In your head, it's just, oh crap, I'm drowning. Now I've got...
That's fear. Yeah. And fear will make you die.
Yeah, literally.
Trust.
And do you know what? Before we play this single, I like to ask people that do collaboration, specifically like this one, where it's very, very much a proper collaboration track effort. For people that want to get involved within music, let's say it's with their friend, and make a track that is very much more, we're both having pretty much 50-50 on the track, essentially, rather than one guy does 9, one guy does 10. What is your advice on how to essentially make that happen in a way where you probably don't have to argue every 10 minutes about who's... I feel like a lot of people compete. That's the problem sometimes with collaboration, is you end up competing. So what would be your advice to other people that wish to do a 50-50 track collaboration?
Yeah, I would say, because I had a lot of issues with that as well, but then with more other people, producers and stuff. But like for us, we straight up said that we're gonna write down the percentage that we get, so that it's just, and we discussed that before thinking of releasing anything. So we just made sure that we were on the same page when it comes to that, and then that makes just everything else smoother and easier. And I think you just have to be fair as well. Like if you know that person like done the beat or instrumental and you haven't done anything, then it's normal that person is gonna get like something for it. Some people do like 50 on everything, but you just have to see, like, make sure that you get along and that you're happy, because otherwise you can really ruin everything. And it's not always easy. Personalities don't always match, so you need to know who you kind of work with. Sometimes take the time first to get to know each other and see if you guys really vibe, and then afterwards, if that goes well, make sure you write everything down and then do your thing.
And what about you?
Same. Like we, like Mellow was saying, like we did a contract early, straight away, so then we know we have peace of mind. We've talked about it, we've agreed like this is fair, we're both happy. But also, like, knowing what you bring is very important, because it's like, okay, you're gonna hit certain notes and I'm gonna, like in the last chorus, we're gonna be belting, but I'm not gonna compete with you. Like, you have your range and I have my range, so these are where I shine and this is where you shine. So I'm not trying to do the same notes or trying to outdo and go even higher and be like straining, like, So it's like, just know the part that you bring. You might be J. Cole and you might be Mary J, but you both bring different things, but you're both amazing.
That's the main thing, is knowing how to bring the best out of both of you, and then also make sure that it's on the track at the same time. Exactly. Because I think you both have beautiful voices, beautiful energy on the track, and you both bring your own flavor. I think that's important as well. As long as you're both showcasing your own talent, as well as making it together as one. I think that's crazy. That's basically a relationship. Literally. You have two couples that are two completely different people you come together and make magic.
Yeah.
Harmonize that relationship. So,
and the most important thing is the song.
Yeah,
ego will mess up the song.
Yeah.
You know, it will sound 100%. Terrible.
Yeah, literally. We're to the point where who wants to introduce a track? One of you guys want to introduce a track?
Yeah. All right. This is "Dive In" by Dan Amare and MellowHoney.
Wondering why I can't stay afloat. I've been hoping for a lifesaver to rescue me on the boat. Even though I feel in danger, and I know that I cannot swim, I wanna dive in. The beautiful blue is calling me. The abyss of blue is inviting me. Mind is swirling, what has befallen me. I just wanna dive in, dive in, dive in. I just wanna dive in, dive in, dive in. Maybe it's scared, but won't let fear control me. I will lift I rise against the lies of security. I give up the fight, follow the motion. Energy right, hold me so tight, I find myself floating. I don't always need a plan. Just breathe, trust, breathe. Took the time to know myself and my purpose. I just wanna dive in, dive in, dive in. I just wanna dive in, dive in, dive in. No matter what, even if you can't swim, I still will hold you, otherwise we'll sink in. I just wanna dive in, dive in, I've never done this before, will I get cold feet? Can I trust what I don't know, will I go too deep? I think it's time to let go, no sense of safety. Maybe we can explore and just let fate be. I just wanna
Listen, everyone locked in right now. Listen, that was Dive In, Dan Amare, MellowHoney, big tune. And listen, I want you guys to just shout out your Instagrams and stuff before I let you guys go. We literally got a guest waiting at the door. But anyway,
we apologize.
Where can they find you and all of that jazz?
So Dan Amare, so DanAmare, and it's Dan Amare official on everything, but Spotify and all that is Dan Amare.
Yes, and my Instagram is MellowHoney, so MELLOW, and then honey with a 0 instead of a O. So yeah, follow me, follow our journeys. I know Dan has a lot more songs coming, myself too. So thank you for also having us. It was really nice. It's been a vibe. Yay!
I say you guys are like really cool people. I can't wait to see what else you got going on in the future. And listen, whenever you guys drop a song, more than welcome to come through. If you need shows, let's talk about it. There's hella places to perform. And if you need industry what? Where was I going? If you need industry events, let me know and we'll set it up. So yeah, nice to meet you guys again, man. Nice to see you again. Nice to meet you for the first time.
You too, yeah.
And yeah, let's keep connected, man. You know what I mean? That's the vibe, man. Thank you very much. Being tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.